What's up guys? So for this video I'm going to be showing you some Sorc cancels using two new abilities that in my previous video on skill points I had set to lock simply because it fucks up more often than not. But today I'll be showing you cancels with those two abilities, Ultimate Midnight Stinger, Ultimate Crow Flare. If you feel you are comfortable enough with Sorc with these two abilities, then you should be ready to elevate your Sorc skills with these unlocked. And I'll show you how to use them differently than before. If you get used to having all two unlocked, then you'll see an improvement in your gameplay and combos for sure. So to start off, since there will be some macro changes to certain movements and combos, the first big one is how you use the Dream of Doom and the Bloody Dream. So since you have the Ultimate Stinger, that means anytime you hold shift and left click, it will cancel you out of most abilities. In this case, when you want to Dream of Doom, you'll naturally hold shift and E, then while holding it, you might left click to release it. However, if you were to do that now, you'll accidentally cancel it with Midnight Stinger. So the only way now to do it is to press shift and E, then immediately when you notice it activates it, let go of shift E, then left click. Of course, after you let go of Dream, you can activate Midnight Stinger right after for a quick follow-up. Now for Bloody Dream, doing it the original way I taught you in my previous video won't work with Ultimate Stinger now. The way you have to do it now is to proceed with the side cancel and hold space. Press left click, immediately after press shift and E, then let go and press left click. You have to do it in an order. Once you get better, you can pull it off faster just like how it originally was. Another thing you can do also is to activate Crow Flare right after Dream of Doom by pressing E before or after the ability hits. The same can be done with Bloody Calamity before and after it hits, with Crow Flare and Midnight Stinger. Next is the Rushing Crow Flare. Now this one isn't really that special. In fact, it's just a convenient combo beginner. After Crow Flare, you can follow up with the usual shit. You can also Rushing Crow into / cancel. Then we have the Abyssal Dream. For this one, you can activate / into Abyssal Flame cancel, then follow it up with the quick Dream of Doom. Next is the Ignition /. For this one, you open up with Ignition. After the two hits, follow up with Beat Kick, then / cancel. Next is the Black Wave cancel. So this isn't a cancel, this is just the proper use in terms of full damage. Since Black Wave strikes 5 times, the 5th strike being the explosion, you actually do more damage if you mainly activate the explosion after the 4th wave. So it'll go like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, then hold F to activate the explosion early. This way you do a lot more damage and consume 10 shards. Next is the Absolute Stinger cancel. By activating Absolute Darkness, you can immediately follow with Stinger. This just makes pre-buffing when grinding much easier and a lot faster. Then we have the Violation Hop. By activating Violation, you can hold W and Shift and it will allow you to iframe jump. Now this is not really the best thing to do in terms of movement, as when you jump there's a certain frame where you are actually unprotected and you could get kicked out of it. However, once you get through with the frontal, that is Violation, and the midair where you're kind of unprotected, after that it's just an iframe jump downward. So it can be used as an option and more or less a filler, but it's definitely not something you should do a lot on Succession Sorc. Next we have the Backstep Shuffle, something mostly only I do and is very unprotected. By activating Backstep as an F, then immediately press D or A and right click. Essentially just a backstep that flows into a side shuffle. This is just something to do for a filler in between your movements and something I do to keep APM. It looks fancy, it's flashy. It's kind of dumb in a sense if you look at it. It's really just a backwards into a left or right movement that's fully unprotected, but it keeps the APM, and as well as it's something to do in filler because, well, movement is not the best in this class and you do need a bit of filler in between your movement and combos. So basically this is just a kite tech. Like, I legit don't see other Sorcs doing this, but yeah, this is just something I do. Next is the Rushing Crow iframe. This one's super easy and avoids the unsafety of Rushing Crow. So when you activate Rushing Crow, before it starts the down attack animation, immediately press your mouse button to iframe forward. After that, you can use Engulfing Shadow and pop out of it quickly with Midnight Stinger. Altogether makes a very quick movement set, as well as you can even change the order as well. But these are just nice abilities to do. When you're doing Rushing Crow, oftentimes I do iframe to skip the unsafe part, as well as when I activate Engulfing Shadow for the movement, I actually just Midnight Stinger immediately out of it, just for movement distance. It's just all quick movements. It's just working with the resource that you have for movements. Next is going to be the Crow Flare Calamity. So with this one, all you have to do is press E into Crow Flare. After that, just hold space and it's going to immediately put you into Calamity. This one's nice and pretty effective. If you want to activate this to be safe into another safe ability, which is SA Calamity, this works. And that's pretty much it for the cancels. Next video is going to be about Sorc combos, where I incorporate all the cancels I've shown and pull them all together, as well as hopefully my cancel videos will give you guys some ideas of your own combos on Succession Sorc. But yeah, until then, I'll see you guys in the next video, and peace.